Is the camera on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, guys? I'm back with my second video, and couldn't wait to get back on camera, man. So today's topic, as you can see on my thumbnail, is what is being read. Because you can see my channel, it's called LJayGoneRed. So I figured with my second channel, let me explain to you guys the ideology as to exactly what is being read, now I don't really have a name yet for my fans. Can't really have fans in your second video. I think Justin Bieber calls his fans the believers. Nicki Minaj, I think she calls her fans the burbs or something. Tyler Swift, the Swifties. Don't ask me how I know these things, okay? But I'm a G-Unit guy forever, man. So let me begin, guys, by letting you know why the name of my channel is LJayGoneRed. So basically, being read, guys, is saying despite any race that you may be, this is a color that represents all of us. And if you figured out by now, that's basically your blood. You know what I mean? So whether you're Caucasian, black, African, Asian, wherever you're from, if we have to cut the skin off you, what's common is we are going to find out that just like me, bro, you also got red blood. So that's why I went for the color red in this whole ideology thing that I want to explain to you guys today. So basically, going red is changing levels in the way you're handling your life, growth, self growth, personal growth in each and every one of us. As we get older, we need to get wiser, we need to get stronger, and hopefully we should be getting healthier. So being red is basically saying you get to evolve to the maximum self that you can actually become. So whatever race you are or where you're from, the truth of the matter is we can all evolve as human beings. So this little concept, man, came from one of the craziest Japanese cartoons out there, called DBZ. So shout out to all my guys born in the 90s, man. They know we talk about Dragon Ball Z, or they know what's up. You know what I mean? So, for those that don't know the cartoons, Dragon Ball Z is basically just an action anime that was created by a Japanese guy from Japan. And as a kid, I used to go crazy for those cartoons, right? To the point where I still go to gym to work out, to be strong and look good. And the foundation of that actually began as a young kid watching those cartoons, just trying to figure out, like, how could I be strong like these guys? I remember I used to hope, I wish I could fly, but I could never fly. But I somehow knew if I went to the gym, I would probably look like Goku one day. So the main concept about those cartoons, guys, what I picked up as a young kid, and rightfully so now that I'm grown, was whatever happened in the cartoons, whenever the character Goku came across a challenge, he never shrank down, guys. He always elevated to the next stage. This is where the Saiyan 1, Saiyan 2, Saiyan 3, Saiyan 4 thing comes in, is that there's always growth. He always found strength depending on who the obstacle was. He always got better and stronger. And if you know the cartoons, he used to change his hair color depending on the level that he's on. And I took this with me, guys. I took this with me. It's been years. I don't watch them anymore. But, when I come across social media, I hit a like here and there. Crazy anime, guys. Crazy anime. I don't know why Hollywood hasn't done a movie yet, but hopefully it pops up before we die. So basically, guys, the idea here is you can also say an up. You can also go red. You know what I mean? So whatever obstacles happen in your life, the truth of the matter is you can always find a way around it. There's always room for growth. I listen to a lot of speakers, guys, and they tell me that, listen, the greatest thing you can do for yourself is to improve yourself. And the problem with human beings nowadays, we are given the dignity of choice, so you don't really have to grow to the max because you have the option, the self control to say, you know what, I think I'm gonna grow and just stop right here. As long as I eat, as long as I see some family, get myself into a funky relationship, that's it. I don't need to grow. And that's fine. It's not for everyone, man. It explains why there's only a handful of billionaires and millionaires in the world because not everyone is willing to go right to the top. So basically being red, guys, it just means you have the ability to evolve and become the better version of yourself year in, year out. You would think there's a maximum. You would think you go to school or learn some things for 10 years, get to year number 10, you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to put the books aside. I know everything. I've got all the wisdom in the world. As far as I'm concerned, I'm now a professor. No, guys. The life challenges kick in every year consistently. You could probably ask your grandfather, your grandmother. I bet you they can still tell you some stuff. And listen, I'm still learning this. I'm 85 years old, but I'm learning every day. And that's in essence of being a human being is the will of education and wisdom never stops. When I went to school, guys, and I graduated, I thought that was it. I really thought that I read those books because I was forced to read them. Damn it, let me do it. And then when I was done, I was like, you know what? This is it. Graduation, hoo-ha. Now I can focus on money, get paid, and live my life and die happily ever after. But you never stop reading, guys. You never stop collecting the information, bro. You never stop getting the wisdom, bro. You never stop seeking for opportunities, bro. It just never stops. You know what I mean? So that's being red, guys. It basically says, whatever skin color you are, it does not matter. Growth is for all of us. Okay, that is why I didn't say LJ gone black, LJ gone white. The race thing does not apply to this. Okay, every baby that's born today, in 50 years' time, whatever race it is, those babies will be 50 years old. What differentiates these babies is this right here. Okay, so this channel is to motivate anyone that watches it to be part of the red community, because that's what we do here. We are all about self-growth and growing as individuals and letting everyone know around us that, you know what, you can stop us. I'm a red guy by heart, by brain, by emotions, by everything, by spirit. You can stop me. You understand? So this channel is to emphasize that the red community is a never-ending force of self-growth individuals. Okay, so that's it, guys. You gotta be one that believes that there is more that you can achieve for yourself. Because it starts with you, man. I don't lie to you. It starts with you. It took me a while to be red, but here I am. And I'm still learning. Hopefully I get better as the years go, and that's my target anyway. So being red is growing year in, year out, guys. So with that being said, now I can explain to you guys how I went red. What took me to the point of saying, you know what, I'm not white, I'm not black. From this day forth, I'm a red guy. You know what I mean? Now, the truth is, guys, I was always fascinated that how does a young, dusty child grow up and become a multi-millionaire or billionaire? Just could never put my finger around it growing up. Uh, you could understand it from the rich kids. You could understand it from the kids that inherited a lot of things, but it was always fascinating that how does a shoeless child grow up to own factories of companies that produce shoes globally, internationally? Crazy, man, crazy. And I always used to think, nah, the job I work for won't put me over that. Nah, I'm not from a rich family. This is not for me. I don't think I'll get some millions. Nah, you know what? This country is too slow. I don't know any billionaires around me. So the truth is, I don't see it happening. I don't think the word billion should even be said out of this mouth. It's impossible to get a billionaire being from here, wherever you are. But I did my research, guys. I went through the information, I collected the information, I read the articles, I went through the net, and I realized that there are 2,000 billionaires in the world. 2,000, guys. Now, let's put it like this. If you in a classroom that's not so big, but not so bad, that's like 500, 300 people in the classroom. Even then, you need a hell of a classroom because it would have to be really huge, like a hallway. When I was in school, the entire school was about 500 to 600, and that was a lot of people. Now, what I'm trying to say is 2,000 globally is a very small number. It makes sense. The number of billionaires is very small. But let's just say you were sitting in a hallway or in a small little stadium and there were 2,000 people around you. And you didn't know that these people were billionaires. I want you to imagine, have the picture in your head. What does being around 2,000 people look like? Let's just say mysteriously all the billionaires in the world poof disappear from wherever they are. The Bahamas, the Caribbean, damn it, a lot of them are in the United States or England. And somehow we all just fitted in one stadium with no soccer match. And all the billionaires just dropped dead. Not dropped dead, but they all just came through and they were all around you. Probably not in suits, not looking too expensive. And all those 2,000 billionaires around the world were sitting right next to you. I want you to comprehend that number, guys. 2,000 people around you. That's a lot of people, guys. That's a lot of people. Let's not go into the 2,000 versus 7 billion of the world population. I just want to look at the number of the billionaires around the world, and that is about 2,000, if I'm not mistaken. That is a lot. That's a crazy number. If you throw in the millionaires and the multi-millionaires in there, that number goes way wild. We can probably hit about 100,000 to 200,000 multi-millionaires in this world in USD, in dollars. So that should give an idea as to it's possible. Nothing more, nothing less, guys. Whether being red is defined by money, that's up to you. But for me, in this channel, is to sort of let you know that, listen, if you walk around the street on your way to buy yourself a loaf of bread, or it be your alcohol, and you see a Ferrari pass by, what you need to start saying to yourself is, it's possible. Because it's evidence right in front of you that, hey, that guy, that girl, actually is in a Ferrari. This means, this is surreal. This means it is possible that a human being can own one and move along the streets. That person, some way, somehow in their life, of course, we're not royalty, they took the decision to go red. You know, that's another story that I'll talk about in another video as to how I used to think that anyone who was rich inherited it or was part of a tenderpreneur guy, corrupt, working for government. That's the mindset I used to have, guys, when I was starting out as a young man, you know, just getting into my 20s, you know, exploring the world a little bit. I used to actually think that most rich people have got hella connections. Most rich people are from crazy rich families. Most rich people are of certain race. That's the belief that I had, guys, for a very long time. I really, really, really believed that you had to be a certain skin color, be from a certain family, and live in a certain area or be born there to actually become a billionaire. There is no way you can be of a certain race, come from a certain area in a certain continent, and expect to be that super wealthy. But it turns out, if you look for the information, you will find that not so far from where you are, there is a couple of multimillionaires and billionaires next to you. How did they get there? Think about it. Ponder, bro. Ponder. That's what being red is all about. It's up for grabs for anybody. Male, female, black, white, Caucasian. Being red is up for grabs. It's for anyone. Anyone can get it. And basically, that's what we'll be trying to be teaching on this video, on this YouTube channel for years to come. Letting the young guy, the young girl, the old guy, the old lady understand that, you know what, as long as you breathe in this oxygen, you can always elevate to the next level. You can be a Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a Saiyan 10, a Saiyan 20. It never ends, bro. It never ends. You can be red on the red, on the red, on the red, on the red. Year in, year out. You never stop until you drop dead. You understand? So that's what I want you guys to think about and ponder about if you see this video. That if you're having self-doubt, look around you. You know, if you don't see much, go online, try to find the information. You know, if you're lucky enough, look at the uncle who made it. You know, look at the aunt who made it. Look at the friend who made it. And, you know, and then ask yourself that, why not? Why can't that be you? You know? And the idea with wealth is that it's not really that about the money. The money is great. But in essence, it's about who you become whilst you're trying to get the money. Because I can tell you right now, I know a few millionaires, and they got characteristics, guys, that most of you that are unread don't have. So you need to go out there and look for the information. I'm going to leave you with that question today. Simply, do you believe you could be a millionaire, a billionaire? Why can't it happen to you? That's the homework I'll leave you with today, guys. Ask yourself, do you want to be read? Are you prepared to be read? I believe you can be read. See you in the next video, guys.